The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a game.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Lorenzo Carter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He was brought down by
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This from 54 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is caught at the 20. That's a really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Gets it quickly to Galladay.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens 7, Giants 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. From the 29, Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, New York. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Ravens 7, Giants 3.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. About 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Second turn, defense. Second turn, defense. Let's go. Hey, look for you. Go.
To throw again, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Giants first down.
From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way down to the 37. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
1st down, New York.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Giants 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
54, right there, 54 miles.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rolling to his... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Justin
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Giants 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Giants.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Saquon Barkley.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Jones, catch made by Slayton. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And 1 at the 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here's Jackson on the option. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Giants 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Third down. 3rd and 13.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
36 to Mike. You got nothing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's get it together. 19, Tiger.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 31-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson from the shotgun.
open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's got room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Ravens 45, Giants 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that... Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Giants 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A gain of 52 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Watch QB talk. Mike 48. Mike 48. 70 Lions.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now, still down big.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the slide continues as they drop now to 3.